Welcome everybody to the International Guitar Month webcast. This is the first ever edition broadcasted live from the Bajau headquarters. We have Nishith Hegde of Demonic Resurrection, Albatross and the Minerva Conduct, and we have Roop Thomas, bass player for Blakc and Arjun and the Teenage Man. So guys, tell me a little something about yourselves.
Well, as she mentioned, I'm the guitar player for Demonic Resurrection, Albatross, and Reptilian Death. Apart from that, I work for this company called Furtado's Music as a brand manager. I manage ESP guitars and Digitech processors as of now. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, what about you?
My turn. Yeah, so I also work at Furtado's, like Nishith. We're also colleagues, and I manage a few other brands like Hercules, stands, and Spectre bases, etc., etc. And other than that, yes, as she mentioned, I play with Arjun and the Teenage Man and Blakc, of course. Still so from a gig yesterday, it was really awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And yeah, very happy to be here. This is awesome.
Yep, thanks for having us.
Yeah. So, when did you start playing guitar?
I started playing guitar when I was 16 or 17 years old, I think. So yeah, I remember the first gig I played was a farewell gig. Farewell for the 10th guys or something like that in school. And I played that song, Pichle Saat Dino Mein, from the movie. So, but yeah, it was fun. And I liked playing guitar so much that I used to practice like easily 6 to 7 hours every day. And like I used to enjoy it so much, I never stopped after that. So, like, yeah.
Nice. You, Roop?
What about me?
What about you? When did you start playing guitar?
I picked up actually kind of late. I started off with piano. My parents wanted me to learn piano to play, play for church. You know how it is, right? So then I got bored. I did till third grade, and also at least I had some idea about music, notations and stuff. And then after that, I just got sick of it, and I said I just thought I wanted to be on stage. So I tried playing acoustic guitar for a while, but everyone is playing acoustic. So I was like, okay, but then I always liked that low frequency thing in music, and before I understood deeply what it was. But my dad also strangely, it's like a coincidence. He likes the bass guitar, but he never thought I would ever pick it up. So he used to always tell me, see, that's bass guitar, see how nice it sounds. And now finally I'm actually playing bass guitar after piano. Piano like went down the drain. Can't play piano. And yeah, ever since I've not stopped. I mean, it's such a wonderful instrument, such an important instrument. It has such a powerful role in music. So it's fun to be associated with, of course. Now I'm playing. I mean, still playing. Yeah.
Okay, so since it's Guitar Month and we've been celebrating it, how many guitars do you have and what all guitars do you have?
I have two guitars as of now, and both, in fact, are by ESP, and both of them are signature guitars. As you see here, this one's a Gus G signature model I have here. This is a 200 series. Beautiful guitar, again, everything I've ever wanted in a guitar. I still remember the first time when Mangesh approached me for an endorsement for ESP, and I was like, what the fuck? You seriously want me on this band? So he's like, yeah, man, like obviously. And I went to the store and checked this guitar, and it was just a dream for me, Especially Gus G, like he's a great guitar player. He plays for Ozzy Osbourne and inspired me like a whole new level. And also the other guitar I have is the Alex Wade signature. That's a 7-string, and yeah, that's about it. Two guitars.
What about you?
I started off. I bought this first bass when I began bass. The so-called journey was in my 12th grade, and we and a couple of friends in school had to again organize something for an annual day, and pretty much did that. And my dad and me went and bought a bass, and then came to the jam because nobody else is playing bass. That's how it actually started. So then, yeah. So that bass. The reason I'm saying this is because that particular bass is there with me today for the last 7 years. I've been using that bass guitar. I mean, as far as this whole indie scene is concerned, and it was a Squire from Fender, and I always loved the way it looked and stuff. And so now, luckily enough, I mean, I have a Fender, and it's really awesome to be associated with the brand as well. It's a beautiful American Deluxe ash body, which I really wanted particularly, and I got it, so I was very happy. And these are the two guitars I possess at the moment.
So, what other equipment do you use to enhance your tone? Like, obviously, both of you come from a different background. You play more metal than Roop does. Roop is more of like a rock pop guy, I would say. Yeah.
Hip hop.
So, what besides like amps and processors and stuff like, what do you use to complement and like enhance that tone?
Like my setup is very simple that way. I don't have any fancy pedals or something like that. My setup is very simple. It's just a Laney Ironheart, an IIT studio with an IIT 112 cal, and maybe if I want to use some effects for like say delay and some reverb and all that, I use my Pod S3 Live. That's about it. Like it's very simple. I endorse Laney amplifiers as well internationally.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Very simple setup. Just the amp and the processor sometimes. That's it.
Yeah, so for me, actually, tone is like very, very important. In fact, it's something that everybody should really consider. I mean, being a musician and the kind of tone you have, to communicate music is very important. Otherwise, it can't be understood. So the thing is, I have, of course, my bass, and I have these really cool pedals from Dark Glass Electronics, which I proudly endorse in India. And the B7K and the vintage micro tubes. One is a modern distortion, one is an old school distortion. That's really, really awesome. That's part of my rig. That's like the heart of my rig. And of course, I also now endorse Laney amplifiers. So the new Nexus SL is like an amazing product, and I use it everywhere I go, and it's fantastic. This is basically my support system for a gig. And I use Aurora bass strings. I mean, they're a little heavy because I play a little low tuning. Yeah, that's pretty much my setup.
So, going on to like bands and jamming, how often do you jam with a band in the week?
Well, I'm in 4 bands, so like there has to be at least one jam in the week, either Albatross or TMC or TR sometime. But yeah, like all depends on if we have a gig coming. If we don't really jam that much. But if we do, maybe thrice a week, 4 times a week also matters.
How about you?
Since I do sessions as well, I mean, yeah, I mean, sometimes like artists that do Bollywood and stuff like that for the bucks, and yeah, so that sudden when that gig happens, and of course that week will suddenly just become busy. Otherwise, yes, minimum at least 2 jams a week, one with either ATM and one with Blakc, like religiously every Sunday. So it's pretty much how it is.
What about individual practice otherwise?
I practice very less now. I wish I could learn that from. Hopefully, I'm very influenced by Nishith. I mean, learn discipline as far as practice is concerned. So I'm gonna get that, bro.
And muscles.
And muscles. Muscles.
What about you, Nishit? I've heard you practice many hours in a day.
I think 6 was 16. I was like, he said 6.
I used to practice quite a bit. I used to practice at least like 6 to 7 hours a day before, as I said. But now, since I'm working with Potatos, I'm in so many bands, and I have other commitments as well. So I don't have as much time to practice. But yeah, I make sure I at least do like 2.5 to 3 hours every day.
Not bad.
That's
But yeah, also because I enjoy playing the guitar so much. It's not just because of, I have to do it because I need to get my chops up to play in these many bands or whatever. It's just that I love playing it so much that it doesn't really strike me that much.
second.
It's fun.
Big thing. Okay. Tough. Maybe a tough one. You have to choose one, but who is your favorite bass player and why?
Bass player. That's my best.
Oh shit, bro.
I think it's Victor Wooten.
And why?
Why? Because I think I don't know, there's no other way to say this. He's genuinely on another planet because he's technically very sound. Like he's invented a few things. I mean, let's put it that way. 5 Grammys for a bass player on this planet. Come on, like that's amazing. 6th one he's getting now apparently for some. And yeah, so his techniques and stuff, his purposive style of playing, and at the same time, he's very minimalistic. I mean, he can make a 4-string bass sound like somebody would bring like maybe a 5 or 6, so he has more notes to play with and stuff. He'll make that look silly, and he does it with such ease, and you can tell he loves it. He started playing since he was 4 or 5. I don't know if that's technically possible, but yeah.
It's not even possible.
Yeah, I know, but that's
More of
amazing. So he did that, and then that was the thing, and he really influenced me to. He showed me that the bass guitar can be much more than it is when I already feel it has such an important duty. So yeah, he's my all-time. I've actually had the liberty of meeting him. He even signed my Squire bass that I mentioned last time. It's there. And yeah, I think that was one of the first gigs. I was right in front. The first or second seat, I was right there. I mean, I wanted to make sure. And usually I don't go that crazy for like a lot of artists, very selective. So Victor Wooten is like my idol, and he's amazing. Also, he's an amazing human being, and he's really funny. So humor is important. Thanks.
What? So for you, wow, who is your
Eight,
favorite
eight,
guitarist?
eight.
One. You can name a few.
I have 12 or something.
You can name a few, but you have to describe the one extremely exceptional.
I think it has to be Marty Friedman for me.
Not Jeff Loomis.
I love him.
He's definitely one of my favorites, but the one, if I have to name one guy who is my favorite guitar player of all time, it has to be Marty Friedman, because obviously when I just started listening to metal, Megadeth was one of the first bands I heard, and Rust in Peace was the first album. And I later figured out that all the solos in that album were obviously Marty. I was stupid, I didn't know shit like that. So, and his playing in general, and the way he uses those erotic scales while playing is just like insane. Like
Define erotic skills.
like scales.
That are almost wrong but so right.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Thanks, man.
Marty Friedman is insane.
Yeah,
I
like
love him, dude.
if I have to name one guy, it has to be Marty Friedman. But obviously there are others, like there's Andy James, there's Jeff Loomis, there are some new guys called Damjan Peshanovsky. He's from YouTube. He's not really into bands and all that, I think. But yeah, a lot of others. But the one guy is Friedman.
Do you have a favorite guitar player? Or do you have a favorite bass player?
Oh, Nishith, yeah. I think.
No man, I don't know.
See, this is a problem.
No favorite bass.
No favorite bass player.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
I like Marty.
Marty.
I like Marty Friedman too, though.
Even I like it too, bro.
Nice.
Okay. So, can you suggest a few? Since I'm sure there are a lot of upcoming guitar players, there are a lot of bass players who are watching the show because they know you, they look up to you, they've seen you play with so many bands. So, a few quick tips on what they should be looking to, how they can better their skills, or something on the lines of what they can do to get to where they want to be. Everyone wants to play in a really good band, get out there to people. So, what would you?
Obviously, the most basic thing that the kids should know these days is to tune their guitars. Obviously, I've seen so many bands these days that do competitions that don't tune their guitars, just get on stage and play their songs or whatever. But yeah, tuning your guitar
and doing one song less is still fine.
Yeah, it's still fine,
Yeah.
Practicing your instrument, getting your chops clean, if your playing is dirty, it never sounds good, So you have to be very clean when you're playing. Obviously, dedicate some part of your day to just practicing, and play with different musicians so that you grow as a musician yourself.
Very true, very true. That last part is very true. Play with as many musicians as you can, because that's the way, anyway, the scene will grow. People have to, jam with each other. That's how bands are formed. I mean, pretty much. If that doesn't happen, there are no bands. So it's awesome. And I think what's very important is, yes, as even Nishith said, try and play things slowly. You don't have to really play quick. I mean, just because, for example, a guitar player, just because you can play sweeps, you're not a better guitar player. If you're a bassist, people say, "Arey dude, slap bass bajana." I mean, or bass solo means you play a part like that. And that doesn't mean you're a better, bass player. They are just elements and small techniques you use to enhance your art. That's not your art. Your art is not I can sweep or I can play fast or I can grow hair or whatever. You need to grow hair. That's not it.
But why did you get dreadlocks?
Oh, that ever since I was young, I used to listen to Korn and all these bands, and I was damn influenced by it. I actually can't believe I had dreadlocks, because I thought I would get it, because in school I had like army short hair. Hair was ugly. Now I turned it into something else only altogether. But yeah, and practice. I have to learn that from Nishith, as I told you. You guys should definitely practice. 3 hours, 2 hours, Nishith does even at this point. Then he goes and gets.
Just even if you do an hour of practice, but you do
it's
that
dedicated. Yeah.
in a very concentrated manner, it works. You don't need to do 4 hours a day just for the fuck of it, But just do 1 hour and just concentrate. That is more than enough.
Describe Roop in 3 words.
In 3 words.
Yeah. 3.
Kafi hai iske liye.
3 words. Phrase Roop.
What do I say?
This is like coffee or current.
Yeah,
Coffee. Okay then.
I say emotional
Yeah.
and to an extent smart, and yeah, I can only think of 2 words.
Ouch.
Hey,
It's
come on.
okay. Now it's your turn to describe him.
Describe Nishith. He's
Hyphenated words are allowed.
he's very talented, definitely for his age. So that's maybe one word in as in. And secondly, he's quite cheerful. So that's nice. I mean, he's not like me. Like he's right. I am a little emotional. Yeah, but that's about it. 2 words. 2-2. It's okay.
Cool.
Settle.
We're even.
We're even.
Fair enough. Why don't you guys jam for us?
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. Let's do something.
So I dropped my pick in this interview, so I'm just gonna pick it up.
Ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we have some questions,
Okay.
interestingly, for you.
Oh, this is the part we didn't know about.
Hey.
Not the script, no?
So, Nishith, have you tried experimenting with your guitar playing style, or why do you only play metal?
It's a very good question. Well, I play a lot of Bollywood actually. I am now playing in a Hindi band near my area in Gore.
He's laughing about
So
it.
I've started. I'm trying to do different kind of shit.
Oh, by the way, Nishith's a very good singer. He sings Hindi really well.
Yeah.
So I'll just put it out there. In case Hopeless don't it.
I try.
Okay, one second. One for Roop.
Oh God, really? That are actually questions.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. Oh, but we kind of answered this. How did you pick up playing? Oh God. No? Okay, let's see. One more for Nishith. What are your tips on learning to play sweep guitar? And
What did I
sweep
just
guitar?
tell you? What did I just tell you? After this video, whenever I have these questions.
I think he's talking about sweep picking.
Sweep picking.
Yeah. So, what are your tips? He asked, right?
Yeah.
So basically, do it slow again. Can I demonstrate?
Yeah, actually, I was
sure.
going to say Nishith.
So basically if you're doing like an E minor, so the arpeggio. So you have to do that really slow to pick it up speed, and I would suggest play with a metronome because that always helps and that makes you tighter, and you can play on time. So yeah, it's very simple. Yeah, practice.
Nice.
Can you sweep? The arpeggio, can you sweep more? There you go.
Not happening.
Okay. We'll wrap up with one more question. Okay. This is for Roop, surprisingly. Wow. A lot of questions for Roop.
Questions.
Roop, can you play some slap pop?
Play, bro.
How did these guys know that these are the things I discussed today?
And this is a girl.
Sorry, my hair.
Yeah. Awesome. So I just want to say thank you guys very much for being on the show. And this was our first ever webcast for International Guitar Month, and we will continue to do the same with musicians. So thank you, Nishith, and thank you, Roop, very much for coming here. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. We will keep you updated for more webcasts and other videos. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, join our Google Plus circle, and visit us on Facebook or Twitter. And we are at the Bajao headquarters signing out.
Cheers, guys.